All right, we apologies for the 1 minute delay. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
You're
fired.
good.
Cindy, I didn't think you were going to join us till a little bit later. What's going on with you?
I have a call time, so I can I can hang out for a little bit. You guys,
You'll be
performing
here
at
for the
54
you'll be here
below.
for the whole show? You'll be here for the whole show for
I
topic
don't know.
two?
I might have to dip out because I got to travel to my destination.
Oh, you
But
can't bounce during topic two. Topic two is about you.
Woo!
And
I might
TK and
exact.
Shonda.
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right. I
do
mean,
it.
if I'd have known I could have swapped them. We could have done one first or 1 second, two first. But whatever, we'll roll with it. Shonda, you good?
I'm
I
good.
definitely
All
put
right, I
it
need
in the
that
chat,
energy.
you
I
guys.
need that Dr.
I
Shonda energy
definitely
right
put it
now.
in the
I'm
chat.
sorry. I have a migraine. I'm gonna get it together. I'm
All right,
good
we'll
now.
let
You
everybody
gonna get it
log in.
together?
Let you guys get it together. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and we'll kick this thing off. How about that?
Let's do it.
Welcome back to another episode of Talk Miami. Here we are. I am your host this evening. I am the Ryan David, psychology professor, personal leadership, holistic lifestyle coach. And as always, if I'm blessed and lucky and fortunate enough, I'm accompanied by these three wonderful ladies. And above me, I have Dr. Shonda Roberts. I will pass it to you, and you can pass it to your left, and then you can drop it down to the bottom, and it'll get back to me, and we'll kick this whole thing off tonight.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. As the Ryan David said, I am the Dr. Shonda Roberts. It's great to be back today. I had a great weekend, I think, and I plan on having a even more productive week. I will pass it on over to the lady with the braids.
Woo!
Oh,
I'll grab it. Guys, but guess who I see? Una is back.
Una.
Una. Hi, Una, and hi, everybody. I am TK Owens. We're back for another week. I am excited. Can't wait to get into the topics, Ryan. And with that being said, so excited to pass it to the one below. There it is. I think you're on mute.
Sid.
I can take her off mute just like I can put her on mute. There she is.
Hello, everybody. It's your girl Cindy Winters here. I got dressed up for you. Look at that.
So pretty.
Lipstick before the show and everything. I am so happy to be back for another Monday night at Talk Miami. If you missed us, go back and check out our other episodes. And I'm going to pass it on back over to the Ryan David. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, ladies. Hello, everyone in the comments. Welcome back to another week. I appreciate you guys joining. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I just wanted to start tonight. Before we get started tonight, I just wanted to say a few things. I wanted to recognize a family member of ours of the Talk Miami talk show recently lost her husband, Dr. Venus Miller. I just want to let her know and that we're thinking about her and just everybody send some positive vibes, put the prayers up for her and her family. A little tough time for her right now, but I just want to recognize her and let her know that we're thinking about her.
Yeah.
She's been a really special part since I've been on the show, just as a guest and as a co-host. So I just want to recognize that and let you guys know we're thinking about her and for you guys to put your prayers up. And with that being said, tonight, I just wanted to, before we get started, check in with the three of you all. I want to ask you all, how has your summer been? Because we know back to school, those three words coming up, that kind of, especially for parents, lets us know, all right, summer's over for whatever that's worth. So even if you're not a parent, I just wanted to kind of say, okay, we're winding down towards the summer season. Go around the room real quick. Ladies, how was your summer 1 to 10?
Ooh.
TK?
From 1 to 10, I'll have to give it a 7. Ooh, that's my lucky number too. I'll give it a 7. It's time that I actually take time out to do strategic planning. We're halfway through the year. So then I started to look at, did I accomplish everything I wanted to? It's that time to start doing adjustments
Mm.
and start looking at what goals I want to finish before the end of the year. So I have done that, which is great. My anniversary always falls in July. So I look forward to that every month, especially after COVID. For 2 years, we couldn't travel anywhere. So to try to get back to always traveling during that month. But our family, next week, we're going to Disney World. Our little one is turning 10 years old. He's double digits. And so we're super excited to take him to Disney, which I haven't been in a long time. So I'm gonna act like a kid myself. But great. It's about family, Ryan, and strategic planning for
Yeah,
me.
it sounds like you're looking at your summer as kind of a halfway point to your year as a whole, and like at this point, you're at a 7 to where you want to be in terms of the year.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What about the summer? Shauna, Cindy, is summer for you, or is it just a part of the year as a whole? I know for me, my summer is my summer because education, the way my schedule's set up. Cindy, how is it summer for you? Is it a season? Is it a part of the bigger picture, or is it just a big complete chaos because you're all over the place all through the year anyway, and so you don't even know what season it is because every time you travel, it's a new season depending on what hemisphere you're in. Is that how that is for you?
Kind of. But summer is the time where a lot of musicians and artists go out and do a lot of the festivals. So they spend like the front part of the year recording and putting out their records or promoting their records. And then the summertime happens and everybody's at a festival. So literally the last 2 weeks, it felt like a month has gone by of
Mm.
with what an average person would attend in events in maybe a year. I attended in a week. I was
Wow.
working with Ben Williams and his band on a California tour last weekend. We had a show in LA, Oakland, Santa Cruz, and then got on a plane, flew to Newport, Rhode Island, performed Friday and Sunday, and then came to New York, had a Butterfly Black show on Wednesday of this week. Thursday, Ben performed at Carnegie Hall with Club Quarantine and D Nice with a Revive Live orchestra. So we were blackety black up in there. If you haven't checked out my stories or checked out D Nice's stories or Butterfly Black stories, you should because it was litty. And then went to another concert, went to two concerts, saw Addie Oasis, this incredible artist, perform on the Hudson River. And then the same night saw Erica Badu, and then saw another two amazing artists, Jared Brady and Jade Nova. Y'all,
That's busy.
busy. And tonight I'm performing in New York City at 54 Below. It's a very popular musical theater, Broadway, a cabaret venue. And
That's
I'm
awesome,
singing a
Sin.
couple songs then. So it's a lot, but it's so exciting because we got all kinds of stuff going on. You know, we're back outside.
I
Yes,
want to
about
just point.
time.
Go ahead, CK.
No, I was saying about time. Where things are getting back to normal. So I
Yeah.
feel you, Cindy.
I just want to say real quick, Shonda, before I get to you, Cindy, I just want to recognize if y'all didn't hear what she said, she's got a show in a few minutes, like literally when she get tonight. And so like it's very easy to tell us, hey, look, I got a show on Monday night. I can't make it. So that's dedication, man. That's really important to have as a part of your team. You know what I mean? And for me, it's really hard when I'm doing something I really am performing to get in the zone. So shout out to you for being able to kind of step into here and then step out of that and go do your show. Big ups to Cindy tonight. Dr. Shonda, summer for you. I know you got the churn and you know your boy gonna start in the fall. That's children for everybody who didn't understand it. What's it like for you?
It's honestly been good. We have Gigi getting ready to start college this this is August. Yeah, this month. I didn't even realize it's regular
August.
school
August got here quick.
quickly. I didn't realize regular school about to start because I didn't have a school shop yet, and Patrick has no school clothes yet.
Have
But
fun
he'll
with
get some before the first day. Just
that. Have
forgot.
fun with that. Yeah.
And we had to buy Gigi a car because her car died, so she's riding better than me these days.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I've been traveling with my spouse, the sexiest chocolate man of this side of Dade County, Monroe and Broward County. So we've been, just going out more and spending time more now that our children are grown, and we are have to, start remembering why we got married and who we are, and the
Super
new
important.
Shonda, the new George, 20 years later without children. So I'm enjoying him.
Love that.
We're enjoying each other. We're going out. Now we sleepy a lot because going out means less sleep. If I forgot I can't hang like I used to. So I went out Saturday night and I'm trying to recover. Today is Monday. I'm still sleepy. But other than that, I'm doing good. We're planning for Pain the Purpose. Queen Crafty has been crazy busy. I have your shirts for you ready, TK, by Friday. So Queen Crafty has been crazy
You're
busy.
good.
I thank God for the abundance of orders. I have a busy week this week. I had an event this weekend, a convention where I set up shop, and I did better than I thought I would. So I'm excited. I'm just excited what the rest of the year is gonna look like.
So rate
And
us number 1 to 10, Shonda. Rate it 1 to 10. And Cindy, you didn't rate yours either. Shonda, rate it 1 to 10.
I would give it a 9.
Nice. Cindy?
Woo.
9.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm giving it an 11, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling very blessed.
Good. Good.
11.
All right, good. And obviously, we'll try to, bring it home strong for the second half of the year. Some great comments there. Thank you, TK. I think you're on the comments to let these, show those. Thank you. Appreciate that. We got some good stuff there from everybody listening tonight. Okay, so let's jump into the first topic. I want to make sure that we stay on track here. So the first topic that I have for us tonight is a question, basically, and it has to do with what are the responsibilities of a teacher when it comes to your child at school. And so I just want you to think about that, for you ladies to think about that, because we talk about teachers and we know their responsibility, number one, is to teach. But then we talk a little bit about teachers and their responsibility is to keep children safe. And then we talk about teachers. And then, so I just wanted to know from you all as parents and obviously as former students, but also just as people with an informed opinion, what is the conversation about in terms of teachers today, especially, and what their responsibility is for our children while they're with them at the school? And I just want to preface that by saying, this isn't to scrutinize teachers per se. I've worked with, as a former school counselor, I've worked with some amazing, incredible teachers who go way above and beyond what they're asked to do. But I've also met and worked with, and I know of some teachers who have no business teaching. And that's not just to say that they're responsible with children, but they're also poor educators. So that's what you get with any industry. And we have to try and get rid of the ones that don't belong and encourage and incentivize and pay the ones that do. But just from a responsibility standpoint, when you sign up to be a teacher or someone signs up to be a teacher, or I know you're a teacher, what's the responsibility or responsibilities of a teacher in today's day and age with our children? Shonda, I'm gonna go to you first.
Well, I knew I was getting to that question. I've been thinking about this question ever since you told us what the topic was.
I think it's because TK has her answer on the tip of her tongue, so I know she knows what she's gonna say. I think so. I was gonna come to you now, so it's still fresh and it comes out as it's formulating a little bit.
I think that as a teacher's responsibility, as far as their paycheck goes, is to teach our children, and
Educate them as far as the curriculum is concerned. Educate.
Exactly.
What's he supposed to teach that?
Right, and I would think morally I would hope they would try to mentor or help or motivate to lift up, and also to let me know as a parent things I may be missing when it comes to my child. Because for the most part, my child will spend more time with them than they would with me during a regular day. So by the time they get home, they may even sometimes have homework done already. So I may have a quick conversation with him. He take a bath, eat dinner, play his game, whatever, go to bed. I may not know everything that has happened throughout the day. There were some things when I was surprised about with my own child. I said, "Who child you talking about? Mine?" Because I didn't know. I didn't know some of the things that were going on. So I appreciate the teachers who did take the time out and say, "Hey, I noticed this about your child. I noticed this. We need to talk. Let's set a meeting." I've had teachers even get the rest of the teachers. They have maybe sometimes 4 or 5 teachers, and they will have the rest of the teachers meet with me at one time so that we're all on the same page. I think that's the responsibility for all of us together to make sure that child is getting their education, but also to make sure that they're safe and they're whole as a human being. I mean, that's what I would expect from a teacher.
Got it. Cindy, did you want to chime in there real quick, or TK, you got something you want to throw?
I love teachers.
Yeah, go ahead, Sin.
I love teachers.
I love teachers. I love great teachers. I don't love bad teachers. They can really do some serious damage to students and the development of human beings. But I definitely pay tribute to all of the teachers who supported me growing up, who said a good word, who encouraged me, who, you know, laid it down when I was not doing the right thing or not on the right path, or I was getting off the path. So I have a woman who I call my godmother. She is a teacher at the middle school I was going to, and she became like my mother, and she raised me and helped me become the woman that I am today. So shout out to Bridget Barsh. Bow. She's a queen, and she has a huge part in my life still to this day.
TK, what's the responsibility of a teacher with our children today?
Everything.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I trust that person with my child's life. They are with them more, like Dr. Shonda said. Teachers spend more time with our children than we do. Literally, I'm with them. You know, first of all, my kids are adults, but I'm going back to my school days and former teacher here, so I get to speak on both sides. But 2 hours, waking them up, getting them ready for school. Once I drop them off to school, they're literally with that teacher, 8 hours a day. I work. So when I got home home from work at 7 o'clock, they have to be in bed by 9:30. I got another 2.5 hours with them. They're with them 5 days a week, all day, more so than me. So let's first start with their subject matter. They're responsible. They knew what they signed up for. And to be honest, teachers are not even paid enough with what they do, with the amount of children that they have, the ratio teacher versus students. They put up with a lot. And to this day, I will still advocate and fight for teachers to make more money because they're the ones that are raising our children. Yes, at home, we teach them the life skills, but also too in the classroom because they're teaching them discipline. They're teaching them respect. You know, when we go to the lunch line, you line up in one line. Those are all routines. That's discipline. Teaching them respect, to raise their hand, to know how to talk. So just like Cindy said, I had some amazing teachers in my life that became my mentor, who took me under their wings. And even when I wasn't in their class, I will find my way to go see Miss Williams. You know what I mean? So like, there are just some teachers that really instill some true life skills that carry us on, that we'll always remember forever. Is it a lot? It is, but that's why they're not paid enough, and I'll continue to fight for them.
So here's my response to you all, or I guess I should say a rebuttal, just a little devil's advocate, a little tweak to the question. Being that your response, at least, TK, was everything, and I think you alluded to it a little bit, Shonda, that your baby's gonna be with them more than with you. And so here's a question: where is the line drawn in terms of what the responsibility is for the teacher to take their own responsibility in raising the child versus what you expect or want them to do at home? In other words, where do you draw the line in terms of the personal relationship and how teachers are, quote, raising or tending to or caring for or mentoring children in ways that might actually contradict what the parents want them to do at home? Where does that responsibility lie, and where do we draw the line on that responsibility? Because it seems like it's almost a double-edged sword. Here's all the responsibility to care for my kid, and they're like, all right, cool. If it's all mine, I'm going to do it my way. And it's like, whoa, don't do it that way. So I'm just trying to tease out some of the challenges that some teachers may face when they want to do the right thing, but also speak to a loophole for teachers who have an incentive or a motive to do their own thing and take advantage of the fact that they care for the children as much as they do. So where and how do we draw that line is where I kind of meant like, what are they responsible for? And I guess I'll give my answer first and maybe go and see what you guys had to say. I think that Shonda hit it on the head in terms of they need to keep them safe. I agree. First, it's academics, it's the curriculum, it's teach them, make sure that you do what you're paid to do. But we know that when dealing with lives, more comes with just learning and knowledge and teaching. There's a lot more that comes there. I think what teachers need to be trained to do and do as best as they can is be facilitators of getting children to the right resources that can help them with the specific things that they need. So if it's something that's very personal, the teacher doesn't have to be the point person to deal with that personal issue. They just need to know where the resource is to divert that child, if it's not the parent, back to the parent, to that resource, whether it be a school counselor or a school psychologist or an administrator or some sort of outside resource. I think that they need to be good facilitators, but that requires them to know and be in tune with what the children need. So I just think that that's really where teachers can kind of take some responsibility off their shoulders by not dealing with the things they're responsible for picking up on and identifying. I don't know if that makes any sense or what you guys think about that.
I think it makes sense. I'm gonna go back to what you said about them doing their own thing, and I think that's when what's important is having those conferences. Teachers only know you from you signing a piece of paper, and they only now let's be the true T is our kids may not act the same way at home that they do it in the classroom.
And the teachers may not have a relationship with all their students'
Right.
parents too.
And I've raised several, and I can tell you, some of mine acted a complete behind in the classroom, and they know they complete do that up under this here roof. So I know I try to stay in contact with my kids when I'm sorry, my teachers' kids. When I know I have with all of them, but as they get older, I got a little busy. But when they were in middle school, and
have a relationship with your kids' teachers, right?
Exactly.
Make sure you have that relationship.
I would try my best to with all of them because I need to know that what they're doing or may not do is not okay in our home, and I need you to understand that if you see this behavior, to let me know so we can work together to fix or correct the situation, or if it's a learning curve to help them in that situation. Because a lot of times kids will go and say things to parents. The parents believe, teachers believe what the kids say without coming to the parent. And then if your child feels they can get over on their teacher, they will if the parent does not communicate with the teacher. Honey, I send notes, I text, I email, I let them know that you can't play with between me and teacher because we know what's going on. I think as parents we should help the teachers to raise or mentor or motivate or educate our kids because they have 30 in their classroom sometimes compared to our 1 or 2. So they're not going to talk to all the teachers, all the parents in the home. But if we do our part as parents, it helps our teachers to do more probably for another child that may not have a stable or structured home environment.
I think you nailed it, I think you nailed it, Shonda. And I think that the key there is absolutely we need to facilitate and condone and strengthen the relationship between parent and teacher. But I guess what I'm talking about is the reality that there's not always going to be a parent responsible for and taking responsibility for every kid in that classroom. There's going to be absent parents. That's where the vacuum comes for the teachers to have to be even forced to and pushed to do things they shouldn't have to do. I see in the comments, what does it say? Teaching starts at home. Parents are the child's first teacher. But when they're not and the parents are absent, that puts a burden on the teachers. And so that's where some of these challenges, if nothing else, I hope tonight we can highlight those challenges. TK, your thoughts? Sean, Sydney?
As a former teacher, and I don't mean to sound this way, but I'm gonna just say it comes with the territory. When you're really passionate about what you do understand that every child is different. 100%. So there might be some children that don't have that parental advice or resources. So I love what Shonda said. It's that parent-teacher communication. Or if there isn't a parent in place, what resources can I help with this child? Every single child is different and knowing what their needs are. And as teachers, we go above and beyond to make sure that we fulfill and make sure all of our students are positive, citizens in this world, or we just, instill in them what needs to be done. So as a teacher, that comes with the territory. You could tell the difference between people who are just teaching to make a paycheck. And then there are those teachers that really care.
Yep.
There was times that if a child missed her bus, I took her home.
Yeah.
Like there's extra things that you do to make sure there's students that have moved on past my grade level, went off to high school. I used to teach middle school. but would still call me, because that means that they really,
Sure.
you know, I love to hear from them. They stay connected with me, which shows me that I've instilled something in them, that type of trust. But that's going above and beyond, and when you love what you do.
And we're at a point in history, real quick, that unfortunately people have taken advantage of situations with children, so much so that giving that child a ride home innocently, even if you have a relationship with their parents, is frowned upon by the actual system, because the
It
system will
has
be
changed. Yes.
responsible if something happens. So there's a lot of challenges. Cindy, any last words about that, or anything you want to chime in on?
I agree. I'm an educator as well, and I think that um, the responsibility falls on the teacher a lot of the time, and depending on the perspective of what the teacher believes their responsibilities are, can change and affect the relationship between parents and the teacher, right? And parents and their children too,
Yeah.
and the teacher and the student. So I mean, hats off to the teachers. I believe there can be there needs to be some kind of retraining of some kind to understand the relationship holistically. But in a public school system, that's not how it's meant to work.
Right. I want to throw this up on the screen. It's a long question, but so what happens when those resources are not available within the student's household or community, especially students who live within a home or a community that's violent, impoverished, abusive, or that honestly just doesn't care? I think, like I said, it goes back to that's the responsibility of teachers to find the resources that the school can provide for the student, at least. And I don't know if that clarifies what I meant by that, those resources that the school can potentially provide for the student, at least while they're at school. Because correct, not all parents have the resources at home or through the home, which I think is really where some work can be done in the community. There's this connection and this bridge with the community and the schools. So I guess lastly here, just as a final word, can we all, some great points, by the way, great perspectives. Can we all agree that, at least among other things, one, teachers are responsible for teaching the curriculum that they were hired to teach? And then two, teachers are responsible for, at least, and the great ones do this, at least initiating and trying to establish a relationship and contact with the parent, at least initiate that. And that will facilitate. I mean, I think that's really, and then three, I guess, would be like, just have the resources available, or I should say, know what the resources that are available for students are, so you can send students to those. I think if teachers can take those three responsibilities there, could cover a lot of bases. And then everything else is extra. The mentorship, the things like that, that's extra. And that's what the great ones do. Good stuff. And again, I'm looking at the comments just to see what was going on there. Good stuff for that topic, definitely, as well. I want to there's a comment there, and it's not quite on topic there, but it's about psych. I want to make sure I touch on this. Not sure who Hex Not 15 is. Getting my bachelor's in psychology and then my master's in psychology. You think I'll be set and able to live comfortably? First of all, I can't tell you what comfortably is. That's an obvious response to that question. Money-wise, I mean, they're talking about. I will tell you this much. If you get your master's in psychology and you either work for a firm or you get your license and you have your private practice, I think you could potentially, depending on what your lifestyle, your budget is, you could live comfortably based on that wage. Yes, you could, but you're going to have to do 6 years at least straight in psych work to get your master's, and you're going to need to be licensed if you want to be sure you'll have work. Otherwise, there's not a lot of options for just having a master's in psychology. I mean, you need to have a licensure along with that, from what I understand. Now, there's some different things you can do here or there. I mean, you could be a professor with a master's in psychology. So it depends on what you mean by comfortably. It depends on what your budget and your lifestyle is. But I think that if you're passionate about psychology, getting your master's, if you're passionate, work will find you, because you'll have something to provide and there'll be options out there for you to do that. So I hope that addresses that or answers that as best as we possibly can. All right, good stuff. All right, we're gonna go now after we're done with topic one. Before we get into topic two, let's go around here and we'll get to a few things. We're gonna go to TK tonight. I want to talk to TK here. We're gonna go to TK's motivational moments for the evening. A little jingle there, Cindy. I don't know if you're ready for that.
TK's motivational.
You look surprised, Cindy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was going first. That's why.
I'm sorry.
You want to go first? Because I know you have to leave soon.
I do have to leave.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's why you thought that. Not because of the show run. Okay, then, all right. Where's the rewind a little bit? Rewind that real quick. All right, let's run it back. And let's hear a little bit from Cindy. Let's go to Cindy Spotlight.
these spotlight. Spotlight. It's a little fast today, y'all. Sorry, turn up the tempo.
I don't want to ask you those
Y'all,
questions.
I got 15 minutes until I got to run, but
Okay.
Miami Spice is back, y'all. 2022. Anybody who doesn't know what Miami Spice is, raise your hand.
I'm going.
Okay. Miami Spice is Miami's 2 months of special deals. It's like restaurant week, but like for 2 months. And so a bunch of restaurants are participating in Miami Spice. So if you're ready for date night, you ready to take the family out, there's something for everybody. And I'm going to put the link to the list from Time Out Miami. And you guys can check out all the restaurants that are participating in this Miami Spice. Miami Spice is so lit, y'all. I can't wait for it.
Yes.
Every a year. So
I take
do
advantage
yourselves
of
a
it.
favor. 100%. Do yourselves a favor. Treat yourselves and go enjoy all the different restaurants that have opened in Miami over the last year. That's what's Spotlight. I'm done.
All right, there we go. That's Cindy's spotlight. Good stuff. All right.
You're leaving us in. We got to say bye.
Not right now. Not right now. Okay. We're gonna go to topic 2 now. We're gonna go to topic 2 now, and we're gonna ask Cindy some questions. She'll let us know when she needs to get out of here. Topic 2 is going to be surprise game night for you guys. Let us know when you got to get out of here. Let us know when you got to go. Okay, so topic 2, call it game night. Get to know your host. Couple of questions here. We'll go around the room. When you got a dip, just say bye, Cindy, and you get out of here. It's kind of a round robin. Don't think too deeply about it. Just some questions. Let the audience know a little bit about who we are. First question for you all. We'll go to you, Cindy. What is your hidden talent? We know what your obvious talent is. Cindy, quick before they start thinking about it and come up with some foolishness.
My hidden talent is making people feel comfortable.
Hey, yo, all right. It's a great one. Shonda, hidden talent.
I don't know.
No, come on. We're coming back to you. TK, hidden talent.
Reporting.
Reporting like, hi, this is TK live from
like
the block.
Journalism. Yeah. A lot of people don't know I went to school for broadcast journalism. Hidden talent. I edit film. I love editing film. I love creating content, all of that good stuff.
Did y'all know that about TK? In the comments, let us know if you knew that. Shonda, hidden talent.
I fix my washing machine.
Hey,
wow.
Okay, she's handy.
She's good with, Ryan, she's good with technology.
There you go. All right.
She is. Except this raggedy laptop, but everything else I can say.
That's not your fault, though. That's Tech's fault.
We got to set up a GoFundMe.
Okay, I don't know if I got to answer too, don't I? Because for the sake of them getting to know.
Yeah.
Real quick. Hidden talent of mine. I can read minds if the mind is open. Hidden talent of mine. I can read mine. Question number 2 is, what is the one thing you can't live without and why? We're going to you first, TK.
This is probably just because I need to think real quick.
She's got a mimosa in her right hand or left hand, right hand. So not alcohol. What else? What else?
But I'll be honest, and I pray this prayer all the time, is allow my children to bury me, because I don't ever want to lose one of them. I cannot live without my children. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Okay.
Even though they're gonna be adults.
You said things, not people.
Yeah, I did say one thing.
Things.
Yeah. Shonda, since you know what you're gonna say, go ahead. We'll come back to you, TK. Shonda, what is it?
Because I be cute. Baby, honey, I never love me a good wig. Y'all understand?
You know what? Now I got it. Oh, she's truthful about the wigs. She's gonna take me wigs.
About my hair.
Where's this damn? I need this button. Where's this button? Where's this?
It would have to be my stilettos. You're right. My heels. I can't.
Right.
I'm short. I need that height. But, okay.
What is it? What is it, TK?
Heels. My stilettos. You're gonna always see me rocking some heels.
Cindy, what's yours?
Music. I can't live without music.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have answers to any of these. I actually had. I don't even know.
Yes, you do. You better find an answer. Find an answer. Things. He looking around his house. You know what, y'all?
I'm gonna come back to you and answer it. I gotta go. We gotta keep it moving though.
All right.
I don't know how I didn't look at these. I didn't want to cheat. I didn't look at these.
Cindy even want to come back to you reading minds. Well, that's what we're gonna talk about.
We'll talk about that on another episode. How do you relax and unwind? TK, we already know what you're doing with the mimosa in your right hand. How do you relax and unwind, Cindy?
Sleep.
Sleep. That's sleep. People confuse relaxing with sleep. That's sleep.
Okay,
Well, how do you
fine,
relax and
fine,
unwind while you're awake?
fine.
While you're awake. After the show, you're gonna go to sleep. But how do you?
You know, I like spending time with my friends.
Okay.
Games. I love
There you
games.
All right. Just playing, having fun games, relax and unwind. How do you relax and unwind, Dr. Shonda Roberts?
Underneath my husband.
Hey, yo, we're gonna keep it moving. TK, how do you
Hey.
relax and unwind if it's not mimosas?
Shonda
George,
knows
where
this
you at,
answer.
man? George, come get
I know,
your girl,
right?
man.
Does George know we talking like this?
Jesus.
Shonda knows this answer, but a good
He's
read.
not here.
I take a good book and go sit by the ocean.
There you go. Gloria says, "What is relax and unwind? It's whatever you want it to be, Gloria. That's
Okay,
what
so why
that is.
y'all judging my answer?
Come
I'm
on,
not
Mama
judging. Maybe
Gloria.
you might be
Stress
jealous.
reliever, if
We're
you
not
don't know
judging.
that.
I like that answer a lot. Yeah. Well, jealous is
Come
wrong
on,
because I'm
Mama
not trying to be
Gloria.
under your husband, so that's the wrong word. I'm with TK. A drink, the perfect way to relax. I get it. Oh, so I can answer that one. Mine is on a lounge in the backyard as the sun's going down, maybe in the pool, next to the pool. A book on the beach sounds great to me too. I mean, near some water and a quiet time of day, that's relaxing and unwinding for me. This is a good one for you, probably, Cindy. What's your most embarrassing story that you can tell?
I have
And
so
why- and
many, you
why?
guys. There's so many. There's so
Performing,
many.
maybe.
Performing. Okay.
You
When
know
I
you
was
got
in The
one that
Lion
stands out.
King, I have so many. When I was in The Lion King, I was given a gift of like a sleep mask because
Okay,
we have multiple
that's how you
shows at
relax
the
and
same
unwind
time.
is sleep. So they
So
gave you a mask to do it.
I put my
Right.
sleep mask on. But I thought it would be really funny to put the sleep mask on my Nala head. So I have a mask that lives on top of my head and then my face, so the audience sees my face. So I put the sleep mask on top of Nala's eyes.
It fell down and
And
covered
I
your
took
real
a
eyes.
picture. I took a picture, and then I finished the picture and went back on stage. And the particular scene was when Nala runs on stage to wake up Timon and Pumbaa.
You ran
I'm
on
like-
with the mask on her
And
face.
I did not realize that I had the mask still on Nala's face. Now the comedy is perfect, but it was a complete accident, y'all. I thought I was gonna be fired that day.
It was good.
I
It
was
was
like,
everything
this is
worked
my
out.
last day, y'all. I like thank everybody who helped me get here, TK, for being my mentor. This gonna be my last night because I ain't gonna be here no more. They're about to put me out. So yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
That happened on
That's
Broadway.
good though. That's amazing. TK.
I performed once, and I shouldn't say this, and we know, Cindy, if you mess up, you remember that saying, the show must go on? No, not with TK. If you mess up and I'm such a perfectionist, we gonna start over. And I kid you not. I was embarrassed, but someone forgot their cue and didn't come out and dance with me, and I shut down the whole show. I didn't care. We had to start over. Don't play with me. don't play with
Was
me.
it an embarrassment moment though?
It was because I'm such a perfectionist. I don't like the fact that we had to start over. So I was embarrassed for the rest of that show that I had to start all over. You know me, Cindy. You worked under me. You know me, Cindy.
Oh, it's too much. She will stop. She be like, hold up, stop. We're gonna take that again, y'all. And we
You
in
got-
the middle of a recital.
You got you got one, Shonda. Hey, hold on. I think I blocked Gloria trying to block some of these fools in here trying to spam the chat. I don't know how you unblock. Check and see TK for me. I don't know how you unblock somebody.
I don't see that you blocked her. Does it say that?
Yeah, I don't see that you blocked her. Mama Gloria, let us know that you're still here.
Somebody, I think it was an accident. I don't know who it was. I hope it didn't block anybody on accident because we got, you're getting big when they're trying to spam the chat. You're reaching,
Right.
you're reaching out.
And he's back again.
Go ahead.
Back
Go
again.
ahead.
Block.
Shauna, you got an embarrassing moment? That was mine just now. I blocked somebody, didn't mean to block them. Go ahead.
I have so many. I worked in this office building. It was embarrassing, but only I saw it. I worked in this office building, and I wore these long bell bottom, like wide leg pants, and I always wore heels back then. And I was walking up the stairs, honey, looking at myself in the mirror because it had the mirror wall. So I was walking up the checking myself out. Child, I put the right heel in the left leg at the bottom and fell right on back down the stairs. But the office was empty. I was by myself like 6 o'clock in the morning. But I was hurting so bad. I was so ashamed. But it was just me. Fell from the
Bless
top
your
to the
heart
bottom.
and your
I mean,
ankle.
rolled
I
down the
don't.
stairs.
She rolled. I can't. I guess my memory going bad. I turned 43. I can't think of
Stop
my
it,
most.
Ryan. Stop
I
it.
can't think of my most. I can't think of my.
Whatever.
I'd be glad to tell you if I could think of it. I can't think of my most embarrassing, but I know that I started a lecture with my zipper down like about a semester
the
ago, or
best.
was it? It was a presentation. I don't know what it was, but I had a jacket on, and my jacket covered the zipper. And it was after the class. I went to the bathroom and realized, yo, my zipper was down the whole time. This is crazy. Luckily, I had my jacket was on in it, and I was wearing drawers that day, thankfully. So,
One
all
of
right,
my
here we go.
friends is
One more.
pointing out one of my embarrassing moments. I can't tell nobody nothing. They don't forget nothing.
What'd you say, Sean? Somebody put you out there?
Yes, Nanette said it was a fish fry in Freeport. That's a whole nother. That's nothing. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I don't want to tell it.
You already went. You already. To be fair, you already told us one,
Thank
so
you.
we'll let you go. Okay, before you go, Cindy, here's how about this last one? This is a good one. This other one, but how 3 items on y'all's bucket list. Ready, go. 3 items.
Ooh.
Shout them out as you think of them. We'll come back and forth, bounce around.
Record
What'd
an
you say?
album.
Putting out an album.
Record an album and tour.
The album.
Have a successful music career.
That's 1. Shonda 1. TK 1. Come on.
Write my
Lose
second
this
book.
COVID weight.
Second book. Shonda what?
Lose this COVID weight.
Man, that can't be a bucket list thing. We get you right in 6,
This is
8
like-
months, man. Come on.
I don't know. I can't think of any. A bucket list.
Yeah. Something you want to do before you
I'm
die.
not adventurous. I don't have a bucket list. I don't
It
know.
ain't gotta be that. It could go have coffee
Oh,
with somebody you
yeah,
ain't talked
you
to
know.
in 10, 20 years or never met or
That's
something like that. I
good.
don't know.
That's good.
One of my bucket lists, I do want to go to the Maldives. I really do. So I need to overcome my fear
There you go.
of flying.
Traveling.
Yeah.
You're
So that's-
probably gonna have to do that unless you got a big boat with a lot of
Bugs,
gas.
alligator, snakes.
I have a bug, fleas, butterflies. I think for me, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house in
Yeah.
California. I'd like to do that.
Oh, you said
A
California.
nice
That
house.
makes
I'd like
that
to
makes
own a home. I'd like to own a home with
California
a
makes it a
backyard,
bucket
a fire
list.
pit.
nowadays with the prices in California, that makes it a bucket list. 'Cause
Exactly.
you can buy one down here, Rainbow City, Homestead, anytime you
Now
want.
wait a minute.
Rainbow
saying.
City.
Yeah,
Let's shout out to
Goose,
Rainbow City.
Ryan,
okay?
exactly. Homestead, Richmond
One
Heights.
half of the hood.
Y'all done got my car one time. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
talk. I ain't gonna talk mess on Rainbow City again.
No cribs around there, huh? Okay.
Get my car stolen again in Rainbow City. I ain't gonna do
Bucket-
it. Okay, so
they're
shout
breaking
out to
your house,
Rainbow
not
City. I
steal your
respect
car.
all you people that live there and thrive there. All the families. Okay.
Look here. I'm born and raised in Homestead. I live in a gated community. This is my hometown. F that, bro. We got to keep mine locked up. That's so ain't nothing against the people there.
I woke up one morning and my car was not in my driveway. It was in Rainbow City.
No doubt.
The police called me talking about some. Hey, Cindy, where's your car? I was like, it's in the driveway. He said, look again. He thought it was funny.
He was being funny.
He was being funny. He said, look again. And I looked, and that car was not there. When it came back to me in my yard in East Perrine,
No tires.
it had no tires,
No
no stereo. It had none of that. Thankfully, I had a pair of tires in the back because I'm Jamaican, and we always have things. And I put that set on them on that car, and I just kept it moving. And I drove. I had no radio. I drove with some headphones and a CD player. Huh?
Was that the
Long
Volvo?
It was my Honda Prelude.
Oh,
All right, so
And then
bucket list,
after I got
buy a
the Honda
crib.
Prelude, it got the Volvo. I got the Volvo right after that.
All right. Buy a crib in California, bucket list. Shonda, go ahead.
I want to tell you, I have been researching the tank. I have been looking into it. I'm not saying I'm thinking about it, but I have
Really?
been researching it and watching videos and reading up on it. So I may consider it.
Hey, listen, that to me, that you did that on your own, I didn't even send you a link, is amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for that.
But I had anxiety watching it, but I'm gonna keep
A little
watching
bit.
it.
I went a second time. I went a
Yes, she
second
does.
time already.
That's good.
Yeah. She said that's good.
What's the last question now?
Good for you. One more.
Yeah.
Yes. 'Cause I gotta go.
Y'all could probably do this one quick. I'm gonna do two more. Which movie or book do you think is ridiculously overrated?
The Great Gatsby.
Movie or book? Cindy?
Both.
Really?
Overrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Fair enough.
white people talking about white
Go
people
to
stuff.
TK first.
Damn,
Trash
she
it
went
up.
white people on Leo. That's
did.
crazy. All
I'm
right.
trying to think. Overrated.
I'm like,
I
give me a
guess-
book about the roaring 20s in schools with black folks. In
That's a
it.
tough one.
People of color.
Oh.
Yeah,
You can say black folks.
Um,
I ain't got nothing.
Mine's 50 Shades of Grey. Just get that out there right
you
now.
crazy.
Ain't did
You
it. I didn't
crazy.
read it. Didn't
No,
read
you
it.
crazy.
Don't care
I
to
actually
read
read
No.
half of it just so I could criticize it. I want to be fair,
it.
and I wanted to
I
walk out the
disagree.
theater.
I just didn't get past the cover. I don't care about it. It
Terrible.
ain't for me.
I disagree, Ryan.
He's a
Don't come
terrible
for me.
writer.
Unless I said for you.
Yeah, terrible writer, and the movie was way worse than the book. But anyway, what was yours, TK? That's fine. Yeah, we'll do best later on. You can pick 50 Shades.
I'm not a fan of the whole Jedi. Like, I just didn't get into it.
If she
I
say
don't know.
Star Wars, I'm gonna remove
Star
her from the
Wars.
chat.
No, I'm so. See, you said.
Get her out
said
of
the 50th
here.
But
I'm
Cindy
not a
disagrees with
Star
you on this
Wars
one. I can
fan.
fall back. Cindy said, "Get her
I'm
out
just
of
not.
here." Come on, man.
Get her out of here. I'm dressed like a Jedi
just-
right now.
I just don't, wait. I just.
Look,
I'm
Is
sorry.
it because it's sci-fi? Is it because you think sci-fi is just not altogether sci-fi is out, or is it just
Look at the other Ryan. I'm being attacked now. Oh no, TK.
you can't? It's a rough
I
one.
just
It's a
didn't get into
mentality. It's
it.
a
Is it because it's
mentality.
sci-fi though, TK, or is it Star Wars specifically?
I guess I just don't get into fictional things. Like
Fair
I
enough.
don't know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I need reality.
Too much reality. Too much sometimes. I'm like, I need to
Yeah.
spin.
Reality
I
Ryan
ain't
need,
real.
said the force is
I need to
strong.
bend. I need to bend metal. I need to, I need to be in the
No.
matrix.
Yeah, fresh.
for
At least when you're watching that, you know it's fake. When you watch a reality TV, you think it's real and it's actually not real. That's the thing that I
and
don't
then
like.
people start behaving like it's real.
Fronting.
Mhm.
Shonda, don't be yawning. What's yours? Come on, I'll stop
sorry.
tripping. We're almost done.
Y'all know it's 8. You know it's 8:48.
Bruh.
At 8:45, she gonna
I
get you.
think I'm with I don't like sci-fi stuff either, or I don't know, Pirates of the
Fictional.
Caribbean or something.
But
Pirates,
that's
okay.
all.
All right.
That's fantasy.
See if y'all like this one or not. I'll let you
I
go.
like
I'll let you go on this, Cindy. Do you think the convenience of technology is worth the loss of privacy that comes with it?
No,
No,
not at all.
I'm
not
gonna say it
even a
again.
little bit.
Do you think the convenience of technology is worth the loss of privacy that comes with it?
Ooh, they are really coming at me about this
You
Star
should've
Wars.
never-
Yeah, we're gonna
Blue
revisit that
tape,
and really, really
caution,
roast you some other
Don't
time.
come for me unless I send
Roasted.
for you.
Roasted.
You did send for them.
You did. You opened the
No,
door
he
and
asked
they
me a
slid
question,
in
and I'm
there.
gonna be honest.
I
I
like
gotta
that.
be honest.
Fair enough. But now you got to deal with the consequences.
Correct.
You see? Can I get some of my 50 Shades people behind
Honesty
me?
got
please?
consequences.
Don't nobody
sometimes.
want that 50 Shades.
I never
No.
watched it.
No, you don't. Don't do it. If you do anything, read the book but the book, she's just a bad writer on top of the movie being bad. And so look, and listen, with the technology thing, you said no quick, Shonda. You said no quick, Cindy. What do you think?
No, it's
Do you
not
think the
worth it.
convenience of technology is worth the loss of privacy that comes with it?
What do you think?
My first reaction was like you all to say no real quick. But then I thought, hold on a second. What loss of privacy am I going to have to deal with? And I thought, well, I'll deal with whatever the voluntary losses that I'm willing to give up. And I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Take my privacy, bro. I can use this thing accordingly. I'll use it the way I want to use it. I thought it,
I
Yeah,
was
that
watching
was-
this.
but I get it. It's a catch. It's a good question.
Yes.
I think it's a
Thank
good
I was
question.
watching
Tiara.
this comedian, Whitney Cummings, and I think she's pretty funny. She said,
Y'all
"Oh
see, I
man,
got somebody on my side.
Tiara,
Go ahead, Cindy.
let you be the one, okay? The Obi-Wan Kenobi,
The owner.
okay?"
Come on.
So I was
Whitney was
watching this
saying-
comedian, Whitney Cummings, and she was
She's-
talking about how, you got to be careful. People will talk about you got to be careful on the internet because they're going to take your data. They're going to take your data. She said, who cares about that? There used to be, before the internet, this thing called a phone book where everybody's name,
Yeah.
phone number and home address were in, and they would just fling it in front
the
of your
world.
front door.
Yeah. All right.
And it would be soggy in a bag when it rained. Homeless people will wipe their ass with it. It was nobody cares about your data.
I agree.
And I was like,
I agree.
dang, she's not
And if they
wrong.
want it, they're going to get it anyway. So, like, what are we talking about here? I don't know.
Exactly. I'm like, if they want
Yeah.
it, take it. Like, if you're going to cheat, let him cheat or call it something else because it's his decision.
It'll hit them later on,
Nothing I can do
one
about
way
it.
or another. All right, Cindy, we will bid you a farewell and wish you a great show tonight. Thank
Go
you so
knock
much.
him out, Cindy.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
See you.
Okay, so we will round this thing
Did
out.
you
here, the
answer
three of
all
us.
your questions? We get to know you, Ryan. Come
So-
on, Cindy. Let's ask him some questions, Shonda.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I told you relax and unwind. Embarrassing moment. Like I said, my most embarrassing story. I can't right now. I can't think of anything. That was just something that popped in my head recently, and I really wasn't embarrassed so much, but whatever. 3 items on the bucket list. That's a tough one too. A lot of they might be write my first book. Write my first book.
Oh,
I guess PhD, and probably travel somewhere. I want to travel so many places, but I'll pick a destination would probably be one of the top 3. How's that? And then what was it? The movie, I hit you with that one. I talked about the convenience of technology. Yeah, I got you. You want to know about the hidden talent, and I can
Yes.
show you better than I can tell you.
So we call it discernment. Are you saying you have a discernment?
When you start using big words, I'm gonna take it as a sign of disrespect.
Discernment is that you can literally read people in just based, like, how do you explain it, Shonda? Like, you can read someone and kind of tell.
I can see through your BS.
Damn, I might have learned a new word tonight. That shit might sound like me 100%.
He said I can see through your BS.
Discernment. Well, that's it 100% then. That's a superpower.
Yeah, it's a superpower.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes next level though. It's not just see through the BS. It's
next level. I just gave you
I like it though.
silly answer.
TK, is you add to what discernment is besides that? Is it more than just seeing through the BS?
Well, discernment is also it's like to me how I explain it. I mean, I can explain it. It's like I don't want to say feeling, but I can tell or discern when you're not being 100 with me.
Truthful.
To be able to decipher when someone is not being their genuine self.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Or
look.
you know when something is not right, that it's not going to be right, or
That's for sure.
something like that. Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So, audience members, hidden talents. Y'all have any? You want to put those out that are? I mean, we're talking PG rated, PG-13 at least. Well, we could do R. We just can't do X rated.
It's the ability to judge well. Discernment. You could judge someone based on what you see.
Yeah. Be specific. So I don't know if that's hidden. I put that pretty much out front and center. People deal with me, they know what time it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so TK?
Yeah.
You ready to drop a little bit of motivation on us this evening before we get out of here?
Shonda's gonna give me a jingle.
Better be quick.
TK's motivational moment.
Did you guys see her face? She was like, "Oh."
We gotta get audio. We gotta get some audio behind these things. These intros should have some, but we gotta get all.
No, I'll be honest with you. Let me show you how it was designed.
I tried to introduce audio and they didn't like what I did.
No.
Tell me.
So for example, if this was you, Ryan, the host talks over it. Guys, right now it's time to have real talk with Ryan David. Ryan, what do you have for the people? We can't wait to hear from you. You don't necessarily have to have music playing over this. The host can introduce. We did that as a joke, and now
okay, that's why I kind of all right. I fell back.
It's been a running joke.
During that window, I kind of fall back because I figure someone's gonna jump in with a jingle. So
no, we just
all right. Hold on, we gonna run. All right, then run it back tonight. TK, can you give us a little bit of some motivation to go with our evening before we get out of here tonight? Talk to us, TK. What do you got for us?
Y'all give it up for Ryan. Ryan, that was so good. There you go. So hi everybody. I look forward to Mondays. It's time for that Monday motivation. And I ran across, I always look for videos or for quotes out there that I can just give you a word for the week. And I just want to go ahead and I call him my son. Some of you may know that I had a dance studio and a dance company, and he was one of my students since 10 years old. He has now moved to California, and he's doing some amazing things, from dancing on Masked Singer to all of the award shows, behind major celebrities, going on tour. This is Antoine, one of my babies, to give you your motivational moment. Here we go.
Hey, today is a good day. For the simple fact that you have woken up today. Your life is abundant today. Good news coming to you today. Peace over your life today. Your desire to be your best self, that's on 100 today. You are in control of your emotions today. You won't break my soul. Clarity takes place of a few things that you was unsure of today. Your capacity for unconditional love increases today. All things work in your favor today. At the end of the day, it's just a good ass day. Yay!
Hey, I like it. Boost it up.
I like the you won't break my soul part.
You won't break my soul. When I see speaking of being a teacher, Ryan, it's these moments. Even though I wasn't his academic teacher, I was his dance teacher. And to this day, they still reach out to me. They were all at my wedding. Shonda got to see some of them perform during my wedding. They still call me Mama TK. And I just literally watched him be a 10-year-old little boy to this amazing man, and just has taken dance to another level. And those are things he won't forget. But when I saw that video, he just reminds me of sometimes some things we have to motivate ourselves. There are some people who look for affirmation in others, which is not a problem. We do want to hear that affirmation. But I challenge you guys, do you talk to yourself? Shonda knows this. Sometimes I get in the mirror. I have to remind myself, come on, TK, put a smile on your face. You have to motivate yourself. All right, TK, I have to remind myself who I am, what I want to do. Guys, you will be your number one cheerleader first. And then anyone else, because if you put your happiness on anyone else for them to give you the affirmation that you need, that you already know that you have, that's when you have disappointment. So if you continue to remind yourself, anyone else that still gives you that credit, that's just bonus. But learn how to love yourself. Learn how to empower yourself first. And then those that will come along will still give you your trophy and your roses that you deserve. But I challenge you guys, whenever you're having a moment, literally, I even write notes to myself. In my book, I put sticky notes that remind me of some of the things that I have to do, because that's a constant reminder of what I need to do. You are beautiful. And some things that, as a matter of fact, when you talk about teaching, Ryan, even with my kids, we're even teaching our own children. And some things that I instilled in my children is to make sure they had that self-love. And one thing that my daughter was going through, and she's coming out of it, she just recently moved to Atlanta. And she was really going through some hard times of wondering if she made the right decision. And one day, she literally sent a picture, and I did not expect this, and I got teary-eyed. She wrote selfie notes to herself and put it all over the mirror and took a picture, because that means she was paying attention to what I said. And I never told her to do it, but that was something that she learned, that watching kids watch what
you modeled that for her.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. And she told herself, you got this. Like, I literally saw and zoomed into what she was telling herself. And that really touched me, that even sometimes when we don't even speak, kids pay attention to what we do, teachers.
Absolutely. At a real young age.
Make sure we set a great example for them. So guys, I hope you received the video from Antoine. Antoine, I love you. So proud of you and the man that you've become. And thank you for sharing that word to all of us. Thank you, Ryan.
Awesome. Thank you so much, TK, for that motivational moment. And I really just want to echo what you said. I love what you said about external motivation has its place. We do need sometimes to tap into those external. So, but at the end of the day, like you said, at the end, it really comes back to what are you telling yourself and what action are you taking? Like it's about you for you. You have to be your number one fan and your number one cheerleader. 100% agree. And you know, the thing about Dr. Venus Williams when she's been Venus Miller when she's been on here, the thing that I've seen eye to eye with her about the most is how accountable we have to be for ourselves. Like that's a philosophy I see in everything she says. And so just to echo what you said, I totally agree with that one. All right, before she falls asleep on the job, we are going to go to Shonda and we're going to spend a little bit of time here on the corner talking to Shonda about what she has for us from the community. Can you fill us in a little bit and give us some information about the community, Shonda? Take it away.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not going to fall asleep. Not yet.
2 more minutes.
But I want to talk about just back to school is happening, and there are a few events going on in our community. Some back to school events. Y'all know I have to talk myself through my my community because I can't see. So, so one of our back to school events is Sweet Home Missionary Baptist Church, August 14th. 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., 10701 Southwest 184th Street in Cutler Bay, Florida. They're having a back-to-school community block party. So if you have, I believe there's a giveaway as well, but go ahead and check them out. It's a free event. That's on August 14th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at 10701 Southwest 184th Street in Cutler Bay. There's also another event going on at Bunch Park, August 20th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's 15600 Bunch Park Drive, West Miami Gardens, Florida, 33054. It's a back-to-school bash and book bag giveaway. Also as well, and lastly, we have another one with, Lord, just want my flyer.
You got it? What you want? The Sweet Home Missionary?
No, the last one. But I think it's gone. I think somebody moved it.
Is it the Divine Custom Apparel?
Yeah, do you see it?
Yeah.
No, I just read your little note down there at the bottom.
I'll tell the information. I don't see the flyer anymore. It's at Divine Custom Apparel, August 13th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., 18350 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Suite 300, Miami, Florida, 33169. They're also having a back-to-school event. That's Divine Custom Apparel, August 13th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., 18350 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Suite 300, Miami, Florida. And last but not least, I will remind you again to get your tickets for our Pain to Purpose I Am Victorious Survivors Ball, featuring or showing men who are survivors of domestic violence. They will be sharing their stories of survival. We have our MCs, which is none other than the Ryan David, none other than Elijah Isaiah Roberts. They're going to be our MCs, and we also have for our keynote speaker, Mr. Lyle Muhammad, who will be who's with Circle of Brotherhood. He will be our keynote speaker for that evening. So please get your tickets. People wait till the last minute, and I usually have to turn people around. So if you can get your tickets as soon as you can, that's Pain, the number 2, purpose76.org. It's under events. If you want to be a sponsor, we need sponsors. If you would like to be a sponsor, there's also a link there on their website where you can click the sponsorship packet. So please get your tickets, come out, support our organization. All the monies we raise for that event will go towards our Teen Summit that will happen in February for our kids and families in the community. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Shonda, for that information. It's always nice to have some information about the community, especially during times like this, going back to school. And I look forward to that event that you're putting on. So obviously, thank you so much for the reminder. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. As always, man, this show really, your comments really do help us mix it up a little bit. I had a lot of fun tonight messing with you guys about your answers. So I hope you guys had a good time tonight too.
Yeah. Thank you, Mama Gloria, for the shout out on Amazon. Sorry.
No, for sure.
Thank you so much. If you shop Amazon, you shop smile.amazon.com and you select Pain to Purpose as the organization you are benefiting, and we will receive some of your monies come to us.
A portion of the proceeds. For sure.
coin.
Okay. So last words, TK?
I actually want to do some birthday shout outs to one of our family members tonight. Tomorrow is my bestie's birthday, Ponga Moody. You guys know her
Where's
as
Moody been
Nicole
at,
Moody.
man? Happy
I know,
birthday. Where
right?
Miss Moody been at, man?
Moody
But it
supposed to be
is
here
her,
on the comments.
She's supposed to be on the
She's still
comments.
neglecting her job already.
Uh-huh.
you know, she's probably getting ready for her birthday, but her birthday is tomorrow. She has been my best friend now for 28 years. So I wanted to give her a shout out. And also, if you're celebrating a birthday in the month of August, please let us know. We'll be glad to give you a shout out. Happy birthday, Ponga, and everyone else. It is Leo season. All right,
Yes,
Leos.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. I'm gonna throw the information up, but at this point, y'all should know what time it is. Here's the information for the show, and as always, be sure to share this content so we can spread this information and reach people who want to be reached. If I could find this damn, where is it at?
I got you. You ready?
Is it at the top?
And go.
Oh, that's it right there.
I'll
Yeah,
let
that's
you
it
talk.
right there. There you go. There you go. Thank you so much, TK. There's the information. You should have it by now, but if you're new, that's it. If you don't know it, that's it. We appreciate you guys interacting with us on the show. If you can't make it, you can still share the content afterwards from our social media. There's a banner that I could slide across the bottom here too. If I could find that for you. Where is it at? Don't forget to subscribe. There it is right now. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Apple, and Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio at Talk Miami Talk Show. Thank you all for joining in. We're going to get out of here on that note. Y'all have a good evening.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right, ladies.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Wanna live with you. I just wanna love you.
Man, we did the most in that outro right there. Good night, y'all.
I love it. I love the outro.
I know. It's almost like we did it on purpose. It's crazy.
We so extra.
I know,
Everybody, it's
Capture
Shonda.
everything.
Dr. Shonda is the host next
Lord
week.
have mercy.
Shauna, wake up. You host next week.
We're gonna
Bye,
talk
ladies.
about next week. It's gonna
No.
be. I already got my topic, honey. So be ready.
All right, we'll talk.